First and foremost, I want to say Call Halal Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. That's the Most High in the name of His only begotten Son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. So this is Brother Yajidiah from SICARRI, Dallas, and I just wanted to go into some prophecy real quick, because we see a lot of videos about Russia making moves, and Russia's making some pretty drastic moves to blow America off the map, man. And it's happening faster and faster. And these videos are coming more frequently, man. Because we're getting closer to the time, man. We're getting real close to the time. So I got some videos I want to go into. Let's get this one.
U.S. defense officials say this is the real deal.
I want y'all to pay attention closely to the wording they're about to say.
Russia test firing its new high-speed hypersonic missile, a missile that the U.S. military currently cannot defend against.
Russia's got a missile that the United States government cannot defend against, man. It's coming. These missiles are coming to America, and it's going to burn it with fire. Keep going.
Russian President Vladimir Putin
I said keep going like I got somebody to read for me.
Pulling no punches on his intent.
The new avant-garde missile system is invincible against today's and future air and missile defense systems of the potential enemy.
He said these new avant-garde missiles are invincible to today's technology and future technology that America is going to have. So when he shoots these missiles, when the Most High commands him to shoot these missiles towards America, they're not going to miss. Let's get that in prophecy. 2nd Ezra 16:13. For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. That's talking about Yahweh. And what bow is he bending? He's bending Russia and his allies. And so let's just go ahead and prove that. Let's get Daniel 4:17. This matter is by the decree of the watchers, and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and setteth up over it the basest of men. So the Most High sets people up in these kingdoms. All of that is through his will. And let's get this to go with it. This is Proverbs 21:1. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. Like the rivers of water, he turns it wherever he wishes. So whatever king is brought up to be king, like say over Russia or over America, even the base of men, we can go ahead and say that that's Trump, definitely. Whatever king is set up in these kingdoms is through the Most High's will to push forth the Most High's purpose and his judgments, man. He put the spirit upon these prophets to prophesy that America will be burnt with fire, namely Babylon. So he's putting people in power like Vladimir Putin to fulfill this purpose. That's why he's coming up with the Satan II missile. That's why he's coming up with the avant-garde missile. That's why he has all these hypersonic missiles, man. And let's go back to 2nd Ezra. For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. His arrows that he shooteth are sharp, going into how much damage they're going to do, and shall not miss. They won't miss, man. Putin's already has this, and these missiles aren't going to miss. The avant-garde and his regular missiles aren't going to miss. When they begin to be shot into the ends of the world. This is proving that it's not regular arrows, because you can't shoot. I don't care how good you are with the bow. You're not about to shoot an arrow all the way to another part of the world. So this is going into something deeper, which has to be missiles. And we got proof of it right here. We just watched the video. Behold, the plagues are sent and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. The fire is kindled and shall not be put out till it consume the foundation of the earth. Just like when these nukes hit the earth, when these nukes hit the earth, the world isn't going to be the same again. The land isn't going to be the same again. The world and the land isn't going to be the same again, man. I know y'all heard about Fallout, like Fallout the game, about radiation and stuff. Nothing's gonna be the same. It's gonna burn the actual elements, man. Like it says in Peter's. Let's go to this one.
First, President Putin announced a new generation of weapons, vastly superior to anything developed around the world.
У России такое оружие есть.
See, the thing about it is, he has these now. He just said it. He has these now. There's no, oh, we're working on it. There's no, this is a future thing. He has these missiles now. So this could come any day. Whenever he feels like it, and whenever he feels like he's not going to regard silver or gold anymore, he's going to send these nukes, man. So you blacks and Hispanics better repent, because this could come any day. We also know that certain prophecies have to happen first, like the chip and the other prophecies, like race wars. All this has to happen. But we don't know the time period of when it's going to happen quickly. I mean, we don't know the time period of exactly when it's going to happen. It could all jump off in one day. It could be a week or two. So we need to make sure we're constantly standing in the spirit and keeping his laws, statutes, and commandments in the faith of Yahweh Shai.
A hypersonic system, an ICBM with unlimited range, weapons that can fly through dense layers of the atmosphere, a nuclear-powered cruise missile, underwater drones, a unique combat laser complex. That got everyone talking about an arms race and that deadly Russian missile.
See, you got everybody talking about an arms race. What was Russia throughout the arms race in the past? They was at USSR Russia. He's Most High is bringing them back to who they used to be, man. And he's doing that through Putin. Let's get Ezekiel 38 and 3 verse 4. And say, thus saith Yahweh of power, behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal. And what is the word? What's the capital of Russia? Moscow. Where does the word Moscow go back to? Is Meshech. You can all look through that in history. And I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws. See, he's turning them back, and he's going to prove it. And I will bring thee forth, and all thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor. We just saw that in that video. All these different. He's got shorter range missiles for his air force. He's got nukes for his air force. He's got his Poseidon submarines for his missiles. He has for his torpedoes. My bad. And he has a missile defense system that shoots lasers, man. That shoots lasers that can stop anything. Russia is being brought back to this USSR Russia, where they don't give a damn about America, where they're gonna try to take the rulership. They're tired of being up under American oppression. Let's get this. I'm skipping all this because it's basically talking about all the treaties America made with Russia that America just went back on, like they did with the blacks and Hispanics. Well, namely the Gadites as well.
Russia says it was forced to come up with a weapon capable of bypassing missile defenses in order to restore nuclear parity. The Kinjal MiG-31 can launch hypersonic missiles that can travel at more than 10 times the speed of sound. Thanks to that and their unpredictable trajectory, they are unstoppable. It's an unrivaled weapon. The US doesn't plan to test its hypersonic weapon until 2019.
See, the United States don't have the answer. They don't have the answer for the stuff that Putin already has. So things can jump off at any moment.
The avant-garde hypersonic vehicle can fly at up to 20 times the speed of sound. An ICBM will take it to an altitude of several dozen kilometers, from where it can dive headfirst back to Earth at top speed with aircraft-like maneuverability, dodging any missile defenses.
See, his nuclear capabilities can dodge any missile defense systems. Just like how we said before, the technology that they have now and the technology they'll have in the future can't stop these missiles. So if he wanted to take America down, he could, man. And there's nothing America could do about it. There's nothing it could do about it. You know why? Because It's the Most High's will for America to be destroyed by the hands of Russia. Let's get it. Ezekiel 13 and verse 17. Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them. Who's occupying the Medes land? We know that's the Russians right now. Which shall not regard silver, and as far as gold, they shall have no delight in it, because they're not going to be worried about the commerce system that they have and the trade between America, or just trade in general, because that's going to disrupt the entire trade of basically the world when America goes down. Their bows shall, that's a commandment. Their bows shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children. So even children are going to die, man. And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, that's America, the beauty of the Chaldees, excellency, shall be as when God overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. He's going to rain fire down upon it. And we know this didn't happen to the old Babylon. They got taken over by the Persians and Medes of antiquity. He didn't drop fire down upon them. This is going to prove it again. It's also going to prove it as well. It shall never be inhabited. They're inhabiting the land. People are inhabiting the land right now, which the old Babylon used to inhabit. So this can't be talking about that. Neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation. We see people doing that now. Neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there. We see them doing that now as well. Neither shall the shepherds make their fold there. It's going to be nothing. America is going to be overthrown just like how Sodom and Gomorrah got overthrown. Let's go to Jeremiah 51. Jeremiah 51 and 11. Make bright the arrows, gather the shields. Yahweh hath raised up the spirit of the kings of the Medes. Just like I was saying before, he raised up the spirits of the kings of the Medes. Lord willing, it be Vladimir Putin, so we can finally get out of here. So it's going to happen in our lifetime. But if it doesn't, it's going to be the next ruler of whoever's going to be the ruler at the time where Yahweh wants his will to be fulfilled, is the point. For his device against Babylon, because Yahweh's devised evil towards Babylon for all the evil that they devised against us. Is going to prove it, to destroy it, because it is the vengeance of Yahweh, the vengeance of his temple, man, and that's twofold. Because who desecrated the temple? That's Babylon, but it's also twofold. Aren't we the temple of Yahweh? Let's get that. What is that? 1 Corinthians. 1 Corinthians. 3, I think that's 16. Yeah. 1 Corinthians 3 verse 16. Know ye not that ye are the temple of the Most High, and the Spirit of the Most High dwelleth in you? See, we're the temple of the Most High, man. So they desecrated the temple by destroying us, man. And they continue to destroy us every day. Whether it be through foods, or whether it be through the government, or whether it be through the police force, whatever. And they destroy us every single day. So the Most High is storing is very long suffering for them till the time of his will to be fulfilled. And Russia is the mechanism he's going to use to destroy them, man. That's why it's the next verse talking about them preparing for war. It says, set up the standard upon the walls of Babylon. Make the watch strong, set up the watchmen, prepare the ambushes, for Yahweh hath both devised and done that which he spake against the inhabitants of Babylon. He's already put the spirit upon Vladimir Putin, man. He's already put the spirit on the next ruler of Russia, if there be one. It's already done. So America's time is already about to be up. It's already been up since this has been spoken. Let's go to the next one. Jeremiah 50 and verse 29. Call together the archers against Babylon, all ye that bend the bow, camp against it round about. Let none thereof escape. Recompense her according to her work, according to all that she have done. All she have done. What did she do? He said, this is 51 again. Jeremiah 51 verse 11. I'm just going to skip to the point. Because it's the vengeance of Yahweh, the vengeance of his temple. They destroy his temple, man. Babylon continues every day to destroy us. And he's going to recompense her for it. And that her is Babylon, which is America. according to all that she have done, do unto her. For she have been proud against Yahweh and against the Holy One of Israel. And she's been proud against Yahweh through her wine, through her doctrines. Proud against Yahweh by destroying his people and calling them nothing, calling them bywords. And pushing forward the affliction of his people, man. Because, yeah, the Most High allowed us to go into captivity because we didn't keep the commandments and the faith. But they pushed it forward by cutting pregnant women's babies out of their bodies and castrating the men, man. You don't have to do all that. But you was proud against the Most High, so you decided to do that. You thought nothing's going to happen to you. That's the only way. You have to be a proud person to think nothing's going to happen to you if you continue to be evil to a certain people like that. You have to be. Therefore shall her young men fall in the streets, and all her men of war shall be cut off in that day, saith Yahweh. Behold, I am against thee, O thou most proud. Because no, who's more proud? Who's more proud than America? They have a song called "I'm Proud to Be an American," where at least I know I'm free. You know that wasn't wrote for the blacks and Hispanics and Americans, because you know, when have they been free ever in America? When have they ever been free? So who is that talking about? That's talking about the white man, the pride of the white man. When they say at least I know I'm free, that's the doctrines of America, because you can do whatever you want. We live in a lawless society, bro. Thou most proud. Let me stay on point. O thou most proud, saith Yahweh, power of hosts, power of armies. For thy day is come, and that day is coming quickly, man. Because we're seeing the signs. Vladimir Putin's already got the weapons that are basically invincible, that can't be stopped. The Most High is going to command him to shoot the missiles, and they're not going to miss, man. So your day is coming. For thy day is come, the time that I will visit thee. And the most proud shall stumble and fall, and none shall raise him up. And I will kindle a fire in his cities, and it shall devour around us like it, and shall devour all around about him. Because he's going to kindle the fire in these cities, man. How is he going to do that with them nukes? And you simple blacks and Hispanics who don't want to come back to these laws, statutes, and commandments, you're going to be missile food, man. And that's going to be it.